3.9 billion years ago, our solar system existed in a form called the solar nebula, which contained the young sun in the center. Surrounding the sun were huge clouds of gases, which eventually came together to form solid particles, or cosmic dust. This cosmic dust would eventually be drawn together by the force of gravity to form large solid bodies called planets. The blob, which is the third from the sun, is Earth. The surface of Earth is extremely hot, covered with mountain lava lakes. The surface of the Earth was constantly being hit by objects from space. The surface of the Earth was still very warm, about 5,000 to 6,000 centigrade. There was little or no oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere. Then, approximately 3.8 billion years ago, life origin on the Earth. There are many theories like theory of special creation, theory of spontaneous generation, theory of biogenesis, and co-surveyed theory. According to co-surveyed theory, gradually some parts of Earth cooled down enough for water vapor to condense and form liquid water. Rain fell from the sky for millions of years, and covered most of the Earth with oceans. At the time, the helium, hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon-like light elements are forms primitive atmosphere on the surface of the Earth. The oceans contained chemicals called nucleotides and amino acids, that existed in little blobs, surrounded by a membrane. With the use of energy from the sunlight, these blobs were able to replicate themselves and reproduce. These are the building blocks of DNA. Rain carried these complex molecules to the oceans, forming primordial soup. The microspheres formed from this primordial soup, containing all ingredients necessary for life. 2.15 billion years ago, the photosynthesis evolved. The oceans were filled with photosynthesizing bacteria, which were producing oxygen. Oxygen was becoming more, about 20% on the Earth's surface atmosphere. Enough oxygen leads to evolution of eukaryotic cells. The eukaryotes developed as plants, fungi and animals. The oceans, however, were dominated by many types of invertebrate animals. Then they eventually evolved into all of the larger, more complex animals like amphibians, insects and reptiles. During this period, ozone was formed in the upper atmosphere, and by the end of this period, huge forests of primitive land plants, dinosaurs had evolved. Then progressively mammals are evolved. Dinosaurs were very abundant until 65 million years ago. Environments were dominated by many types of very large dinosaurs. This period was called as the Age of Dinosaurs. When they suddenly became extinct, this was possibly related to the impact of a large meteor. Warm, humid conditions resulted in huge forests of primitive land plants are destroyed and dipped under the earth, which later formed the deposits of coal that we use today. With the extinction of dinosaurs, mammals became very abundant in land environments. About 3 million years ago, the first human-like mammals evolved. Then at about 50,000 years ago, the first real humans evolved. It was the greatest point in the evolution. Initially, man struggled for his survival and basic needs. He created clothes from animal hides and developed complex hunting techniques. Agriculture develops, and he spread. Then man crossed Stone Age and Bronze Age. After that, man enters into civilization and modernization. The man find, discover, and invite many things in the world. And he achieves a lot in sense and technology. In this period, man is ultimate animal on the earth. Now man lives in computer age. Of all of his inventions, the greatest invention made by human being is computer, which runs based on the programming. The development of computer senses leads to invention of robots. The computers and robots are the essential devices for human life. The robots have been works like humans in many ways. Experts claim that humans are replaced by robots in upcoming 200 years. Even humans maybe have sexual relationships with robots. According to recent studies, accountants are 99%, umpires and referees have a 98.3%, writers and waitresses are 93%, legal assistants and paralegals have a 94.5%, fashion models are 97% replaced by robots. And, what about humans? Experts says that the next billion-dollar industry will be upgrading humans. In the next 200 years or so, humans will upgrade themselves into a sort of divine being. Through biological manipulation or genetic engineering, they will acquire abilities such as eternal youth and mind reading. So, according to experts' views, in upcoming 200 years, the humans are replaced by robots. Humans will get extraordinary powers like God.